Hi, Andrew.
Hey Ricky, how are you?
Yeah, thank you for asking. I'm doing great. Yeah, finally, I got time to attend lesson, English lesson.
Nice, that's great. I'm glad that you're able to join us today.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very well today. Um, right now I'm in Canada, Ricky. So for me right now, it is the morning time for me. How about what are you doing right now? I know it's the evening time for you in Taiwan
Yeah, yeah. After work.
after work.
Yeah, after work. Just 1 hour. So I and finish just finished my dinner. So I got the free time to attend English lesson.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you found the time.
Mhm.
So what do you do for work then, Ricky?
I work as as an electrical engineer, and
Wow.
I develop industrial PC, and I work for an international company. Yeah, and I am a electrical design manager, also acting a section manager. So yeah,
Wow.
so yeah.
It sounds like you have a job with a lot of responsibility.
Yes, a lot of responsibility. So um I spent I spend more than 10 hours per day for work.
10-hour day.
Mhm. 10 hours per day, yeah.
Wow.
And conditional. Sometimes will be more because some issues we need to deal with.
Right. And how many days a week do you work? How many days a week would you be working?
Um, 5 days.
5 days?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. So you're very busy, a very busy man.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad. So you said you just finished dinner. What did you have to eat? What did you have to eat for dinner?
Where do you mean where do I eat?
No, no, I mean, what
Oh,
did you have? Like,
what
what
do
did you get?
what do I have? Okay, okay. Let me remember. Try to remember.
Mhm.
An hour ago.
Yeah.
What do I eat dinner for dinner? Let me think.
Mhm.
Very good question.
Mhm.
Rice. I
Hey, there
remember.
you go. I love rice.
First one
Right.
is rice.
Right. Rice
And
is so good.
my wife had cooked a rice for me and a fish,
Oh,
salmon,
yeah.
salmon, right?
Nice. Salmon rice.
Salmon,
Wow.
salmon fish,
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that.
pan fry.
Pan
My
fried
wife
salmon.
pan rice a salmon
Hmm.
for me and my two daughters.
Wow.
The
That sounds so
pan
wonderful.
rice, yeah, pan rice, the
Oh, and cabbage as well.
cabbage as
Right.
well, yeah, and another kind of vegetable.
What's
Yeah,
the other
and
kind of vegetable?
yeah, and what kind of vegetable?
Yeah.
I don't know the name of this. I don't know the name.
It's a mystery vegetable.
No, no. It's very common in
Mystery.
Taiwan. Yeah, yeah. And also the a soup. My wife cooked a soup as well.
Oh, soup. What
Soup.
kind of soup did she make? Just like,
Clam. I cannot remember the name of the seafood. A seafood
clam,
with shell. Clam. Yeah,
clams,
clams. Should be
clams.
clam. Yeah,
Yeah.
clams soup. Yeah.
Right. Very good.
Yeah, yeah, very good. Because for um fall in love.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So today we have a little lesson about yawning. Do you know what do you know what
Yawning.
You know what yawning is?
Yes, I know what is yawning.
You know,
Yeah,
I bet,
think
I bet,
yawning every day.
I bet, I bet you're yawning after work all the time, right?
Not just after work, even during the work, I
And,
yawning every
and
day.
during the work.
Yeah, because so many boring meeting, yeah, boring things
Mhm.
during the work. So I yawning every day, actually.
That's funny.
Mhm.
So, I'm sure you're curious about what, why why people yawn, and sometimes when you see somebody else yawn and all of a sudden it makes you want to yawn.
Yes, yes.
Does that ever
I
happen
know
to
I
you?
know a reason. I know a reason from newspaper before.
Okay,
Um,
tell me the reason.
CO, too many CO2 in a space in a room, so people yawning. Yeah. So
Right.
I think that's what one kind of reason why the people in front of you yawning and you will yawning afterward.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to take some time and learn a bit more about why yawning is contagious? And we'll see if we can learn more about CO2.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see what we can find.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's watch this first. Oh, 1 second. I think Ruby's joining us here. Hi, Ruby. Good morning. Ruby, how are you today?
Oh, hi.
Hi,
Hi.
how are you today?
I just finished my work.
Nice.
Now I'm still in office and I thought I can to join a class a little bit and back to home.
Nice. Good idea. I bet you were busy planning today.
Pardon?
I said I bet you were busy planning today.
Yes, I just hand in one presentation PowerPoint to my clients at 9:20.
At
Mm.
9:20. Nice.
Mm.
So I was just talking with Ricky about being tired at work, and being tired and yawning all the time. Um so I asked him if he knew why yawning is contagious. Do, do you know why?
Can you? I'm not sure. Okay. Okay. I just reply a client's questions. Sorry. Can you explain the yawning
Yeah. Yeah,
and
that
can contagious?
yeah, contagious. Yeah.
嗯
Yeah.
嗯，哦，yawn. Oh, what's contagious?
Yeah, I will explain in 1 second once I just get rid of the chat. Okay, yeah. So, like when you wake up in the morning and you get out of bed and you open your mouth and you close your eyes and you're tired,
嗯
you're yawning, you know? And then for contagious, it's sometimes when you see somebody yawning, it makes you want to yawn. Has that ever happened to you before?
Oh, I can got your questions.
Yeah.
So you mean why? You mean do I know why yawning is contagious?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Finally, I got these keywords meaning.
Yeah. They're very big words.
Yes.
Okay.
Yawning. Why? I don't know why. I just can guess.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yes. Maybe it's kind of uh atmosphere.
yeah, yeah, like you mean like the atmosphere.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of close to what Ricky was talking about. Ricky was talking about like CO2, and which is like a gas in the atmosphere in the air. So that's actually a very good guess. Um, so we're just gonna take a look in right now into why yawning is so contagious. So we're just gonna watch this very short video here, and we're gonna learn more about it, and we're gonna talk about it.
I
Can you hear?
yes.
Excuse me. Have you ever yawned because somebody else yawned? You aren't especially tired, yet suddenly your mouth opens wide and a big yawn comes out. This phenomenon is known as contagious yawning. And while scientists still don't fully understand why it happens, there are many hypotheses currently being researched. Let's take a look at a few of the most prevalent ones, beginning with two physiological hypotheses before moving to a psychological one. Our first physiological hypothesis states that contagious yawning is triggered by a specific stimulus, an initial yawn. This is called fixed action pattern. Think of fixed action pattern like a reflex. Your yawn makes me yawn. Similar to a domino effect, one person's yawn triggers a yawn in a person nearby that has observed the act. Once this reflex is triggered, it must run its course. Have you ever tried to stop a yawn once it has begun? Basically impossible. Another physiological hypothesis is known as non-conscious mimicry, or the chameleon effect. This occurs when you imitate someone's behavior without knowing it, a subtle and unintentional copycat maneuver. People tend to mimic each other's postures. If you are seated across from someone that has their legs crossed, you might cross your own legs. This hypothesis suggests that we yawn when we see someone else yawn because we're unconsciously copying his or her behavior. Scientists believe that this chameleon effect is possible because of a special set of neurons known as mirror neurons. Mirror neurons are a type of brain cell that responds equally when we perform an action as when we see someone else perform the same action. These neurons are important for learning and self-awareness. For example, watching someone do something physical, like knitting or putting on lipstick, can help you do those same actions more accurately. Neuroimaging studies using fMRI, functional magnetic resonance imaging, shows that when we see someone yawn or even hear their yawn, a specific area of the brain housing these mirror neurons tends to light up, which in turn causes us to respond with the same action: a yawn. Our psychological hypothesis also involves the work of these mirror neurons. We will call it the empathy yawn. Empathy is the ability to understand what someone else is feeling and partake in their emotion, a crucial ability for social animals like us. Recently, neuroscientists have found that a subset of mirror neurons allows us to empathize with others' feelings at a deeper level. Scientists discovered this empathetic response to yawning while testing the first hypotheses we mentioned, fixed action pattern. The study was set up to show that dogs would enact a yawn reflex at the mere sound of a human yawn. While their studies showed this to be true, they found something else interesting. Dogs yawned more frequently at familiar yawns, such as from their owners, than at unfamiliar yawns from strangers. Following this research, other studies on humans and primates have also shown that contagious yawning occurs more frequently among friends than strangers. In fact, contagious yawning starts occurring when we are about 4 or 5 years old, at the point when children develop the ability to identify others' emotions properly. Still, while newer scientific studies aim to prove that contagious yawning is based on this capacity for empathy, more research is needed to shed light on what exactly is going on. It's possible that the answer lies in another hypothesis altogether. The next time you get caught in a yawn, take a second to think about what just happened. Were you thinking about a yawn? Did someone near you yawn? Was that person a stranger or someone close? And are you yawning right now?
That's funny. Okay,
Okay.
so what did you guys think about that video? I want to hear your thoughts.
After watching the video, I thought there's one action. If I smile,
Mhm.
if people smile to me, and I will smile to people.
Ah,
Yeah, it is truly. I think it's the same situation, but it's the same situation.
mhm.
Hmm.
Ricky, what do you think? Do you have any thoughts on the video?
Actually, not much, because I don't understand quite a lot through the video.
Yeah, so that's why I think we're gonna go over it together, what they were talking about.
Mhm.
Okay, so what they're saying is that is this. They're saying it's because of this. It's because of empathy. It's because of being sensitive to others' feelings, right? And because as people, as human beings, right, when we're in the same room with other people, we're sensitive to their feelings. So that's why sometimes when someone else yawns, we yawn. Does that make sense?
We must see someone yawning. Yeah. If we don't see someone yawning, we will not be we will not be impacted, or the yawning will not contagious, right? If we cannot
Yes.
see anyone yawning in
Very
front of
good.
us.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got it.
I have questions that
Yes, Ruby.
because the empathy translation be Chinese, the two words maybe not we are useful using. So
Mhm.
I'm
What do you
just
think?
going to type at chat. And empathy. see. Yes, I just,
Oh yeah.
yeah, yes, it's Chinese word.
Mhm.
Okay, sensitive. Oh. In video, uh, in video, it is not only this young, and also this when you do some postures.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, your near neighbors or nearby strangers will do the same posture to you. Sorry.
Mhm. Okay. Mhm. And what they said about dogs was that dogs would also respond to human yawns. Ricky, did you get that part?
I don't get that part. Yeah, I saw a dog in the video, but I don't get the part.
Yeah. So what they were saying at that part was, let's see.
Because I were yawning during watching this video several times.
It's kind of humor.
But no, because I cannot get them in a lot of parts, so I cannot stop yawning.
Yeah. So what
Okay.
they were saying in the video was that animals, dogs, they respond to human yawns as well.
So it's really the contagious.
Yes, it's yes. So Ricky, can you explain to Ruby what you were saying about CO2 earlier? And can you explain to her like what CO2 is?
Okay, I try to
Yeah, try.
explain more
Okay,
because
you can do it.
people breathe. People breathe, and we breathe O2 and we spread CO2, right? And if we are stay in a room in a space, someone yawning, that means someone someone took more O2 away in this room, so more CO2 be produced, and it will cause yawning afterward.
Yeah, got it. Thank you, Ricky. You do great explain.
Thank you. Thank you.
So when Ricky says CO2, right, Ricky, you mean carbon dioxide, right?
Yes, yes.
Ruby, do you know what carbon dioxide is?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. I'll put that into our vocabulary for today. So, Ruby, have you met Ricky before? Have you guys been in class together before?
Yes. One as Tuesday try on class.
A Tuesday trial class? Have you guys do you guys know what your professions are? What
No,
which are the
because time is really short and uh, it's a trial event which taught by Stephanie. So we just direct into the session.
Okay. So why don't in English, Ruby, why don't you explain to Ricky what your passion is for your I know you're passionate about your job. So why don't you explain to him what it is that you do?
Okay. Hi,
Yeah.
Ricky. Uh, yeah, I live in Kaohsiung. Yeah, and work at Kaohsiung as well. And what my passion is planning everything. I love to. I remember that I did my first planning event is when I was 9 years old for my parents' wedding anniversary is 父母的结婚纪念日. Yeah. And now I have my own planning studio for those small and medium enterprise, their planning service. So my clients has a public relationship company, art industry, theater, and museum, and sometimes government. I help them to do their planning, especially marketing and event planning, promotion planning. Yeah, that's what my job, my professionals, and my patients. So
You
if
are
you
not you are not just a consultant, right? You are not just a consultant for your client. Actually, you planning, are you execution it as well, or you just planning it?
yes, we do execution as well in my studio, and I hire assistants that we send to the execution for our clients.
What
That's
kind of
how
what kind
we
of
earn
activity?
our
Okay. What kind of activity you
kind
plan?
of
You plan for your clients? What kind of activity?
sometimes it's conference press, sometimes exhibition, sometimes tourism activity, maybe 1 day or 2 days. It depends on which government bureau we got it. If we got it from tourism bureau, we absolutely do as like tourism and travel and camping or something. And if we got it from youth development, we will help our clients to do the competition, startup competition process, something like this.
Okay, so your job requires face-to-face a lot, right? You cannot
Yes.
you cannot just working from home and work in front of computer only. You can
No,
right?
it depends on if we just do planning and we just give the suggestion and our client need us give some advice, we hand in our planning proposal. it can be online, but whenever you need to host, and you need to help your client, or you need to host an event, that absolutely we have to be inside in spot.
You cannot do everything from home, from far away online. You cannot do everything online. You have to face to somebody with your client during your job.
You mean
Yes,
you mean in
sometimes.
Yeah, in person. Yeah. So I think you should encounter a big impact because of COVID-19 in Taiwan after pandemic, right?
Yeah, part of, but not all. Because during the COVID-19, because maybe our business is 50% online and in face-to-face. So during that time, I try to write more and more, and a lot of proposal for other different kind of clients if they need me to pass this time. Because you know why the reason that I still have work to do, because even the events is going to postpone, but the business plan needs to keep going on. We need to find a new way, maybe turn into online, and we will talking about host the conference press online, host the event online too. Instead. Yes.
a virtual event?
A virtual event. Yes. But personally, I love face-to-face event much more. Okay.
So Ricky, why don't you explain to Ruby what your passion and your profession is, because I think she'd be interested to know.
Okay. It's my turn. I think I'm waiting for you asking this question to me.
Yes.
It's my turn, right?
Yes, it's your turn.
Okay. Hi Ruby, I am an electrical engineer. Yeah, and I develop industrial PC in my current company, and I work in this company over 9 years. And I spent over 16 years for developing computing, and current company is my third company. My previous two company is developing laptop. Yeah, so I developed laptop before, but right now in my current company, I develop industrial PC, and I am in charge of electrical part. I design the motherboard. If we disassemble a computer, we will see the PCB inside of them, right? The motherboard. Motherboard inside of computer. Yeah, and I design the board. Yeah, by the program in PC. So basically I think I same with you. I can work from home. I can work in front of computer for a part of my job. But but I need to verify my board with my teammates. So that's why I have to go back to office several times for dealing with some issues, problems. And also I need to measure something. So that's why I cannot always working from home. I have to go back to company several times. Yeah. So I also were impacted by COVID-19 since the pandemic in Taiwan. But I still can get the salary every month. So that's why I did be impacted by COVID-19, but I did not be impacted the income by COVID-19.
Oh.
So my passion is keep growing, and I can still hold a position in my industry.
Thank you.
Because I still need the job to earn more money to endure my home, my family, my wife, and my 2 daughters. So so I have to keep learning. And
Ricky, that was a very, very, very good explanation. I wrote down some of the words that you were using there, and I think you did a great job explaining to Ruby what your passion is and why it is you enjoy doing what you're doing and how you are surviving during this time right now. And Ruby, I think you did a great job explaining to Ricky about your passion for planning and for being an organized person and for wanting to help people with their projects. So I think you both did very well. Good job. So I want you both, what are your plans for the rest of the evening, the rest of the night? Because I know it is nighttime for you guys right now. Ruby, you go first.
Oh, back to home, I will do the exercise a little bit to lift the weight.
Lift weights. Yeah.
Yes.
Good. Yeah. Nice. And Ricky, how about you?
If I remember correctly, I still can attend another
Yes, you can.
English lesson at 10 p.m.
Yep.
At my time. So yeah, that's my plan. Try to attend more English lesson as much as possible.
As much as possible.
Try to
Wow.
practice my spoken English, because I would like to practice spoken English more.
Very good. Good for you. Well, your spoken English is very good thus far. You're both you both are doing very well.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ruby, are you gonna stay? Are you gonna stay online for the next class, for the next session?
At 10?
Yeah, or
Oh, no.
or no, you're gonna go home and lift some more weights.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I'm trying to one session one day.
Mhm.
And I'm
Nice.
trying my best, but I'm not going to attend 10 because it's 10 and I have to ride to home about 20 minutes. So
Oh,
I'll,
right.
yes. And with my husband to have some chatting or something.
Yes, tell him I say hello.
Oh, okay. Have a nice day. See you maybe next
Okay.
week.
Yes, bye. Take care. Great, you're doing very
Bye.
well.
Bye bye.
So Ricky, you're gonna be staying online for the next class then, my friend?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I hope you enjoy the next session and the rest of the night, and have a good time at work. Best of luck to you and your family, and I'm sure at some point you and I will have the opportunity to talk again in the future.
Yeah, I hope so, and I am looking forward to have having more communication with you in the future.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I I I
Yes.
I definitely will find more time to attend more class here. Yeah,
Perfect.
and wish I can see you another time.
Yes, me too. Me too. I do. I'm the same. Okay. So I'm gonna head out for the night, but I know you're gonna stay online. So join the next session and I'll talk to you soon. Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
Talk to
Goodbye,
you
Ricky.
later.
Take
Bye
care.
bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.